this video, we're going to go over what a spreadsheet needs in order to be able to be analyzed by BuyBotWholesale. There are a few vital components that a spreadsheet is going to need in order for BuyBotWholesale to work. Without such vital things, it won't be able to do things like assess the buy price and match the product from the sheet to the product on Amazon and so forth. So without those bits, it can't work. Now let's take a look at an example spreadsheet. So we are on Wholesale Cosmetics. The invoices are accepted by Amazon. Great. Sometimes not every wholesale website is going to display something like that quite openly. So if you really aren't sure about their invoices, it's best just to ask them before you start buying from them. They have a price list that is downloadable. We've gone ahead and done that, and I can see from the get-go there's a bunch of essential things in here that are going to work for BuyBotWholesale. The key ones basically being obviously the actual product itself, a form of identifying code, and that's what BuyBotWholesale is going to use to match the product to the item on Amazon. Obviously the price, that is super important. Pack size, pack price, that is also quite important to see as well. And obviously we have the links to all of them there. So yeah, there's enough in this spreadsheet in order for us to match this to items on Amazon, and we can go ahead and use this one. So I've downloaded this from Wholesale Cosmetics. Now I've uploaded it to BuyBotWholesale, and the only bits that we really need to match, the bits that are important, is the product code, the buy price, and the marketplace that we're analyzing in. Now for the product code, there can be any number of things that this could be, but in this case we're going to select barcode, which is what we have right there. The buy price, price per unit, and the marketplace, in this case we're analysing in the UK, so .co.uk. And of course we can see all of the columns here. Now everything that you have in the drop down here is generated by what there is in the spreadsheet. If these bits don't exist in the spreadsheet, then they won't appear in this list. Sometimes you might download a spreadsheet that doesn't have these bits as like the column headers, therefore they won't display as an option. If they're missing, you can enter that, but you can see the information is there. You can enter them in yourself into the spreadsheet, as long as they are there at the very top as the header of that column. It will then appear. Obviously that's only if you have that actual information there. There's no point in entering that in if you don't have the information in order for it to be matched up. So depending on the spreadsheet that you've uploaded, this might look a little bit different. Now there are aspects like title that we could go ahead and enter in. So I think in this case the titles that we have, yep, under title, excellent. Oh, and you won't really find many spreadsheets with a sell price in there, and don't worry about that because we're going to find the sell price from Amazon once BuyBotWholesale has done the analysis. The VAT rate, is up to you if you want to include this or not. It's no different to really using the retail wholesale toggle in BuyBotPro itself. If you want it to be 0 VAT, because often the wholesalers will exclude VAT from the initial pricing that you see, you can leave it as 0, or you can have BuyBotPro calculate what that would be. So you can enter in your VAT rate. So in the UK, most things are 20%, so that's what we'll enter in there. So once we tap preview, we will get a look at what's going to work, what's not going to work. Now most of the time when you see an invalid row, that will be because it's missing an essential component. In this case, it doesn't have a barcode, so therefore it won't we won't be able to analyze that stuff, but that's okay. There's enough in there that we can analyze, so that's fine. There's still 1920 rows, so save and send to queue, and it will start working its way through that spreadsheet and analyzing everything for us. Now here is an example of one that I analyzed yesterday, and this is basically what we get. So because we had those bits in that spreadsheet, it's been able to match those products up. We can see that exact item on Amazon, what it's selling for, and profitability and so forth. We can sort these various aspects as well by tapping on the header. We can use the filtering system as well and really pinpoint this down to the products that are going to work for us. So we can tweak this as we see fit. If we want to put anything through for a detailed analysis, we can do that, save for detailed analysis, and it will be through here. It's just got to work out all these bits first. We can analyze with BuyBotPro in full. So if we very quickly want to check like the bigger charts or the cells or whatever it is, we can open up BuyBotPro here. It just means that we can get through these product sheets so much faster and find the things that we want to get from the wholesaler. Otherwise, deciding what our order is going to be is going to take a very long time. So if we go back to detailed analysis, it's now pulled down the extra bits of information so we can look at more details about the item from the get-go without needing to open up BuyBotPro. But that is how we are going to do this bulk analysis with all of that information in the spreadsheet. Those are the bits that we need. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.